Hey, this is Chris Bertelson with a quick clip from Nevada Learning Series. You want to see some great pictures? Let's look at the ways you can view those photos on your iPad too. The iPad is a terrific device for viewing pictures. In an earlier clip we looked at all the ways you can import them. Now let's take a look at all of these great pictures. Tap to open up an album. You can touch your finger and swipe up or down to scroll through these. Single tap on a picture to open it up. And after about 4 seconds, it goes into full screen view where the borders disappear. You can touch and swipe to the left or to the right to page through these different pictures. If I touch the screen again, the border appears, and down at the bottom I have a film strip. I can touch that film strip and see those pictures appear. I can touch and slide my finger along that film strip to very quickly go from one to the next. You can do it slowly, or you can drag your finger along there and very quickly page through all of these different pictures to find just the one that you want. If you want to zoom in on a picture, you can double tap with your finger, tap tap. That zooms me in. Tap tap again, and that zooms me out. I can also zoom in by putting 2 fingers on the screen and pinching them apart to zoom in, or pinching them together to zoom out. If I pinch together and zoom out even further, I can then rotate those 2 fingers and rotate my view of that picture. If you tap 2 fingers on a picture, a single tap, 2 fingers, it will close out of the picture. Let's come down here, and I want to take a look at a picture I took in a library. In the upper right hand corner there's a slideshow button. This has different options for displaying your pictures automatically. If we go into transitions, you can see that there are several different transitions we could use for our slideshow. We can also choose to play music if we would like. I'll start the slideshow with a simple dissolve. And after a couple of seconds it goes from one slide to the next automatically. A great way to show off your photos. Touch the screen again and you'll stop the slideshow. Tap once with 2 fingers and you close out of that picture. If you take 2 fingers and pinch them together in this view, you can gather all those pictures right back into that album. If you take a look at some pictures in an album, they can't be deleted. There is no delete function. There is no trash can that appears when you're looking at a picture. You can touch the forward button in the upper right hand corner and you can select these pictures, and then you could take those pictures and they could be emailed, copied, or printed. If we go in and we take a look at the camera roll or any of the imported pictures, these can be deleted. Notice now I have a trash can in the upper right hand corner. I tap on that and I can delete that photo. I can also touch the forward button up there, email it, assign it to a contact, even set that as my wallpaper. If I go back and look at several pictures at once and touch the forward button, I can then tap to select different pictures and tap to deselect those pictures. And then I can email up to 5 at once to someone. I could copy these to paste them into another program, print them, or touch the delete key to delete the selected photos. Many cameras, including the iPhone and the iPad, will geotag pictures with the coordinates of where they were taken. If you have pictures with this data stored in them, you can touch the Places button, and this takes me to a map with different pins on it according to where those pictures have been taken. I took some pictures in Washington, D.C., so we touch that map. We see a picture there. I've been to the Yucatan. We see a picture of a pyramid. And this spring I saw the Grand Canyon, and there we can see a picture of it right there. If you pinch and zoom in on this map, let's zoom in on California, the closer you get, the more pins it will display and the more detail that you get. There we see Lake Tahoe. I can touch a pin there and see the beautiful vista from that side of Lake Tahoe. If you want to change the settings in working with photos, go to the Settings app, and over here on the left I'm going to touch Photos. It's near the bottom, and here I can choose the amount of seconds between each slide, anywhere from 2 to 20 seconds, if it repeats and if it shuffles. I can also set up my picture frame. I see this closer to the top. And this is a program that will run a slideshow from the lock screen of your iPad. So even before you log in, you could have it paging through some pictures. You can choose the transitions, how long you want to display it. If you want to show all photos or just display them by events, we can see our date events listed down there, or by albums. I think I'd like to do it by albums, and I want to use best pics and photos and landscapes. So let's go to our lock screen. Here on our lock screen, we touch the picture icon in the lower right corner, and that launches our picture frame. And as we watch, we can see it go from one transition to the next using that fun origami transition. And I think you have to agree, your pictures never looked better than they do as photos on the iPad. This has been a quick clip from Nevada Learning Series, helping you get the most from your Apple iPad.